Welcome back, everyone. Let's play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. We're heading into Memphis. Have another chat with Shaw and pick up the local tales.
Peabody Hotel. The words adorn the exterior wall, each letter the size of a window. The lobby is upholstered furniture and gold chandeliers, but such luxury is a mere accessory to the centerpiece. A travertine marble fountain in which 5 ducks swim.
Observe the ducks.
A handsome bunch of feathered fellows, all having a nice time in the water. A bellman in a blue cotton uniform, black cane cupped in his hands, takes notice of your interest in the waterfowl. Would you happen to be here to witness the duck march?
Duck march?
A wide smile crosses the bellman's face. Oh, a newcomer. Well, this is a little ceremony I introduced. Every day I march these babies into the elevator, all the way to the roof. Then I march them back down to this fountain.
And they don't fly away?
The bellman gestures toward the closest duck. You notice now, the ducks have had their flight feathers trimmed, though their beauty remains intact. Now, don't look so concerned. I spoil them rotten. The feathers will grow back.
Very well, then. Watch the duck march.
The bellman taps his cane on the marble. Right away, the ducks honk up a frenzy and hop out of the fountain. They beat the water out of their wings and waddle toward the elevator, guided by the bellman's cane. Magnificent. What sweet, gentle creatures.
But I gotta move on. The ducks in the hotel fountain. Oh god. I was looking for a place to evolve stories. There ain't no such thing here. What do we got?
You suddenly become conscious of something heavy in the air. The light of the cigarette breaks the darkness. In its glow, you see the face. Something inside you wishes you hadn't. Quieres esto? He rasps. Then, cigarette.
I should know what he's saying, but I don't. I'll take it, I guess.
You pluck the cigarette from his fingers, and suddenly, his whole body starts to dissolve. You watch him disintegrate until all that remains of him is on the floor. A disquieting pile of, well, what would you call it? Bone meal?
Eat the bone meal! No, I'm gonna just smoke this cigarette.
Coolly, you take a long, relaxing drag on the cigarette, then continue onwards. The rest of your night is untroubled in comparison.
I'll just move on. The terrifying cigarette smoker in the dark. He didn't seem like such a bad guy.
You come across the 2 musicians on the corner, playing no louder than a murmur. The blind one to the left doesn't sing so much as moan. If we are willing, he will teach us to love our brothers, to dance and sing.
I guess I'll stick around.
It continues. We dream of his seat in heaven. Around our heads his flowers ring. O Prince in heaven we sing for rapture. We all must perish, our flowers and our names. But the flowers in our Prince's kingdom, they shall not perish, they shall remain.
I'm held and wrapped.
There is a joy there And there is friendship. For our passage we shall sing. We dream of his seat in heaven. Around our heads his flowers ring. They stop and look at you expectantly, nodding at their empty hat.
Yeah, I'll tip them.
You throw them a coin. Obliged, they both say, and sing the song all over again.
The two musicians with the interminable song. Alright, Shaw. What do we got today? Chapter 2, Cold Iron Shackles and the Ball and Chain.
I suppose most expect a Negro to end up in prison. Yeah, there's two kinds in my estimation. There's a prison with bars, where they lock you up after they decided you'd done a crime. And there's also the prison without bars. That's everywhere else, if you look hard enough. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
I've got a few. I'll tell the tale of the Thunderbird swooping and darting around the high places.
Damn, there's one surprising tale. I'm free now. After all those years of hard labor, they let me go. Kind of felt like being fired from a job. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
I got a sad one for you, Shaw. I'll tell you the story of the ghost of the woman executed in Paris so long ago.
I hear you.
Awakened!
I felt some strange sadness, yes. When you get a glimpse of real freedom after being away from it for so long, you forget what it was. That can break you. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
I'll tell you the story about the, despairing man. But really, I just want to hear what you think about the future.
Body and soul. The future? But what does a body do after they leave prison? Especially when it feels more real on the inside than the outside. So how about a scary tale? We're here at a campfire in the dead of night after all.
Let's see what you think about traps.
Well, well, you're good at telling these. Imprisonment. Life was simpler in prison. Not much different from the outside. It's stable. That's all anybody wants, isn't it? Stability. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Let's talk about faith and trust. The Leatherman, is that a scary tale?
I guess we all got a different sense of humor.
Oh no, it's a funny one because he wasn't actually scary at all.
My face. Well, there come a time you ask the Lord for so much, you just stop asking altogether. Here's the sun. I got to go. My road takes me up this way, but if we meet again, I'll be glad to talk. What is a man owed in this life, do you think? I never think I ask or want for much. Just food, shelter, fair pay for honest work. Is it selfish? I truly have to wonder. Is it selfish to feel like you're owed anything at all? Even that? Tell me, brother, what was it that you wanted? What did life bring you instead?
All very important questions. Story grew in the telling of Shaw's life and times. Shaw, Chapter 3, available. Oh, he's not as far north as I suspected. Yes, his fire's on the horizon. Sorry, Blues Lady. Shaw's just closer. What can I say? I'm lazy as fuck. Ew. I wonder if... No. One of these wanderers is gonna have to have a joyous tale to represent the tarot card representing joy itself. Which just leads me to wonder, who's that gonna be? Because I don't think I've met them yet. Promised Land Calling. Oh boy.
When they let me out, I needed work. Weren't too particular to staying in Alabama after I seen the way those men's eyes went looking at me. My son was headed up to Chicago, and I wrote him a letter.
Okay, so you did literally go to prison. Alright. I thought you were just ruminating about how your life as a sharecropper had been imprisoning.
He made it sound like a paradise. Money falling out of your ears up north. Money spilling out of your pockets. White men who actually met your gaze and said hello, he told me. And at that, I laughed. As I made my way to Chicago, I felt a bit like Moses, if I'm honest. I felt as if the country was splitting to make a path for me. A path to a new life.
What in the hell? A four-winged heron, I believe, adorned with tarot cards. Still wearing his overalls, though.
But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Fortunately, I unleashed my most powerful tragedy upon you. I'll have to find something, close to it. Scary story. Tragedy. Also scary. Tragedy. I got a lot of sad stories. I don't think... Tragedy. Wasn't the story of the Black Winged Death taking the soul of the drunkard, wasn't that a tragedy? Right, that's a tragedy, not a scary story, because, like, he wasn't bad.
I hear you.
There we go. Very little effect.
Change. When you get to my age, you start to understand that nothing stays the same, not one thing. The only constant thing is change. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
I suspect that I do. The lighthouse lamp where would only burn in the presence of true love. There we go. That ought to do it.
Good to hear a story that's more happy than the world really is. Nice to escape. Love is one of those fussy woman's things.
Oh, really, Shaw?
I'm not supposed to have it, so I don't.
Oh.
So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Sad tales. I fear I don't have too many more. Johnny Appleseed's tale used to be a sad one. What is it now? Has it changed?
Body and soul.
It hasn't, technically. Well, I guess I helped Shaw on his way.
Is heaven for me? Or is it for my son and his sons and his sons? That's what I wonder now. And that's what I'm sure my father wondered. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
I'll tell the saddest story I know. Franklin's tale. Focusing on the tragic parts.
I hear you. Sadness. Well, it only starts to hurt when you stop and think a while.
Uh-huh.
Best to keep walking till you don't feel anything at all. But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Lights in the desert that abduct travelers. That ain't wild, I don't know what it is.
Come on, you can't shock me.
What? I thought you wanted a thriller.
I've been traveling a while now. They don't tell you what happens to your feet after walking. They don't tell you how they start to look, feel, smell. Like lumps of meat and leather, all tangled up. And that's how I got here. Still wandering, still looking. Maybe somewhere out there is a promised land. But I ain't seen it. Have you?
Sorry, I have not seen where the water tastes like wine.
It's nice to sit and talk a while on occasion. But the way you're looking, it tells me you got somewhere to be.
Sadly, Shaw.
Why don't you go on then? And if you end up in that promised land, then send for me after.
I'll do that. Shaw, who was emblematic of... I don't know, oh, not that category. This one. I can't remember which category this is. Sorry. I'm no good at the tarot. Well, where to now? Huh, I think my best bet is to go up to Ohio, say hello to little Ben and Franklin again. But that's a long way on. Then again, I think I'm gonna go get a train. Hopefully it takes me in the right direction. It would be unfortunate if it wasn't. To Memphis! Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We get it. You like the Vangren song. Huh. So I've collected 2 true tales so far, but still no sign of the man in gray. Do I have to find them all? Maybe. Maybe not. Can't rightly say. To the train station. Oh, apparently I've lost a lot of my money. Look for work. Oh, nobody wants us. Screw this city, huh? Well, shit. Is there a train station anywhere around here? Can I ride some rails? There appears to be nothing around here except for that one crossing. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna cut it here. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Let's Play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. If you liked what you saw, hit like. If you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. If you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things like make more videos, start streaming higher arts, do cool shit, and god damn it, find something with something going on. Good night, everyone.